Victorian Government has announced the third round of the Business Support Fund. So in the previous rounds, you could get $10,000 for the first round, and then for the expansion, another $10,000. The second one was automatic. This one, you need to reapply again. I'm going to step you through the application and see how you can get this within about 5 minutes. If you Google the third round of the Business Support Fund, you'll come to this page. So this is not the expansion. That was the round 2. This is the third round. So if you read through here, you can hit the apply button now. That will then open this form here. So you can see I've already logged in over there on the right. If you haven't logged in, you can do that either at this step or another step. So let's go through and work out what we need to do. I can confirm I've read and understood the program guidelines. Tick. I meet and can provide the evidence to my eligibility program. Yes. So page 1 done in less than 10 seconds. We are on fire. All right, page 2. My business employs people and is registered with WorkSafe. So you need to be employing people to be eligible for this program. And your annual payroll for 2019-20 is less than 650, between 650 and 3 mil, between 3 mil and 10 mil. That is going to determine how much money you get back from the government. So if we look at what the numbers were, again, it's between 10,000, 15 and 20, and that is dependent on where you are. So 10, 15 and 20. So for me, less than 650. I've checked my Australian business registration and confirmed I'm an eligible industry. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before. Let's look at, so click on that eligible sectors, and we can see on this form what industries they are supporting. If you are not in one of these industries, see if you can squeeze into one of the others, but if you are certainly outside, then you cannot apply for this program. So we've got a combination, obviously, that's been very heavily hit. Tourism, very heavily hit. Outdoor entertainment, indoor, so you've got your pubs and your nightclubs, no one's attending them, so they've certainly been hit. The pool casino, definitely been hit. And brothel keeping and prostitution services, let's support that part of the economy as well. I'm sure that will hit the media fairly soon. Sport racing, obviously here's your gyms, they've been affected. Hospitalities, cafes, massively hit. Your retail, certainly hit. So lots in the retail sector. Hair and beauty, everyone's dying to get their hair cut. So I know I am. And then repairs and maintenance, so not much is happening in that state. Certainly real estate's been affected. You've got your others, so you may be able to fit into offices. And that's just sort of random things. So I fit under there, accounting services. So I largely do the R&D tax incentive, which is a tax compliance activity. So that's what I will be putting in there. Supermarket, interesting. They haven't been as hit as hard, but they've been able to keep continuing. So interesting insight there. Wholesaling, I don't know about the wholesaling side of it. Obviously, meat and processing has been big for COVID. And then we've got, healthcare in there, and there isn't much else. So I didn't see much for the manufacturing sector in there. So if you're not in that eligible area, unfortunately, you cannot apply. Right, so let's go back. Tick, yes, I've got that. My business is registered for GST. Tick. I've got an ABN. Tick. So no new businesses, after that date. I've registered with ASIC. Tick. I'm located in Victoria. Obviously, this is a Victorian Government grant. I'm in the JobKeeper program. So get your JobKeeper ATO ID. Your accountant may have that. I know it was sort of hard for me to sort of dig up and find. It's not an easy thing to find. And your hospitality venue, there was separate grant for them. So I'm not a hospitality industry. Refresh, okay. Chuck in your ABN, chuck in your ACN, chuck in your business name. Are you registered with WorkSafe? Yes. So there's my work cover, WorkSafe, whatever employer number, that's me. Someone in your bookkeeping person may know that, so it might be hard to dig that one up. Okay, so who is it registered under? Company website or address, not required, but put it in anyway. Business turnover, so look at your P&L. check your income tax return, go and put that in there. And then some contact details and where are you located? Okay, pretty simple stuff, nothing too hard. So 1 minute for that page. Okay, refreshing. Reason for the application. Okay, you're intending to utilise these funds for the following purposes. Business costs, I sure am. Finance, legal and other advice. Well, I've got to pay my accountant. Developing the business through marketing and communication, of course I am. Other supporting activities, not required, but you can elaborate if you want to. I'm just ticking the first three, just keep it simple. Okay, describe which industry you're in and how the continued COVID shutdowns has impacted your business. So this is not part of the eligibility criteria, but they've asked for it anyway. So my business has suffered a downturn in revenue associated with COVID-19. Don't need to say much more than that. You can elaborate in case it becomes contentious for some manner. You can talk about that further, but a simple response is valid and it's not part of the criteria. So moving on, you must have employees. There is the sole trader grant that's available now at the moment as well. So look at that one if you're a sole trader. So how many employees? I've got 2. How many FTEs? So if they're only part-time, then you wouldn't have a full FTE. When did you start JobKeeper? For me, it was April. How many employees are receiving JobKeeper? We have 2. And then how many weeks have that been going for JobKeeper? So 24. No Aboriginal and not a social trader. So therefore, chuck in your bank account details. I won't give you mine because I don't want you to have to pay me and then I have to pay you back. Click on the next page. That took another couple of minutes, not hard at all. And then if you aren't registered for GST and you turn over more than 75, you need to have a stat dec. And then we go on and read through that in your leisure, put in your name and position, and you are done. So no excuses for not trying to get the $10,000, $15,000 or $20,000. I wish you luck in getting that money and I hope this has helped you.